Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If Algebra 2 honors, welcome to room 15. Where? Even when we have quite a few gone today. By my last count, 5 missing. So, but we'll go on.
It's for the people that are gone.
Yeah, so anyway, that's one of the reasons we do our videoing of class, right? And by the way, we had, in the 6th period today, we had Emma come back, who was gone for quite some time. And these videos we've had of class kind of helped her to stay current. And I hope for the ones who are missing, likewise. Okay, we just started on number 10, where we see if we take 1/3 cubed, we're going to get 1/27th, and then x cubed, so you get 1/27th x cubed. So the question is, what kind of transformation is made to get from f of x equals x cubed to whatever we see here? So that's what we're being asked. So by this time, you should be able to look back at your paper. Is anybody missing a paper on this? You shouldn't be. So we'll choose some people to kind of help us through these. And my thinking is, if we can just finish this up today, that might be what we need to do today. All right? Okay, this person we have for this one is Haley. So what do we have for this one, Haley? What's going on here?
Which one?
Number 10.
Okay.
I'm not sure, Mr. I don't really understand it.
Okay,
Can I have
well,
someone help me and then I'll do it?
that you're supposed to be getting help all throughout these. That's how the class is engineered, to be help.
Charlie, do you understand? It looks like no one really understands, so help me. Looks like we're all in the same boat here.
Well, we have more people in the classroom. There's Bryce, there's Ashton,
Hey, Nolan.
there's Emily, there's Jaylee,
I don't understand this. Nolan
There's
doesn't
Lily.
understand either. And Michelle.
there's Michelle.
Understand.
And this is going to be very similar to what we've done already on this page. So you can look back on your previous ones and see what you did.
But it's different.
How is this different than
Oh, wait.
this here?
Because that's
How is that different than this here? Well, it's slightly different than this. Well, it's the same sort of thing. It's very similar to number 7, I will say that much.
so.
Ryan, do you agree that's very similar to number 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the number 10 has a graph. So does that mean it's vertically compressed by 1/3?
No.
Well, that's the same thing as number 7.
No. Were you gone when I was telling this? When I was talking about 1/3 cubed being 1/27th? Were you gone when I said that? Just a few minutes ago?
No.
Okay, well, I'll say it again. You cube 1/3, you get 1/27th. You cube x, you get x cubed. So this will be 1/27th x cubed. What is that 1/27th doing?
Is it vertically compressing it?
Okay, vertically compressing.
So it's vertically compressed by 1/27.
Well, yeah, let me write it down. So we would say, this is how we would say it.
By a factor of
Oh.
1/27.
Thank you for that addition. Was that you, Madeline?
That was
That was Carly? Very good. I like that. So g of x is f of x. Let me get out of the way a little bit. Vertically compressed by a factor of
1/27. Yeah, I did it.
yeah. Okay, good. And then it also says, I appreciate during sixth period Dawson reminding me of the translation of the reference points. So if we take this, if we take our reference point of -1, -1, and we vertically compress this by a factor of 1/27th, what's this going to be when we vertically compress this by a factor of 1/27th? It's going to be -1,
Negative 127.
and if we multiply, so -1/27th, right?
Yes.
Okay? And then 0, 0 is going to translate to be, same thing, right? 0, 0. And then lastly, we have 1, 1. 1, is translated to become
1/127.
1/27. That's supposed to be 27. Does that look like 27?
Yes.
Okay. So that's it. So what does that look like when we graph the thing? Well, it's going to look like this. It's going to be very wide. It's going to come like this. Something like this. Okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. I want you to do number 11. I'll call on somebody in a couple minutes to help number 11. How's that? I have to repopulate my wheel.
Was that the last one?
You're the last one.
Oh.
You're the last one. Did we say the best for last?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
No.
Wow, Mr. G. Yeah.
Your last lesson?
It's like, I don't know, what are they, I don't understand how you can grow to be 16 and be so immature. We'll talk about the last class.
Probably because some of them are 15.
Maybe that's maybe part of it. It's like,
I'm 15.
okay, well,
I'm 15.
well, you may be 15, but you're not qualified to be in sixth period class.
Oh.
So, and I hope Madeline, you never get qualified for that class.
Thank you.
All right. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the mix of the people in there or something.
Yeah, I think probably.
Because you have a lot of sophomores in there.
That's true.
Maybe it's really hot in here in 6th period.
It's the
Or like
same.
really cold.
It's the same. Anyway. The other day, Charlie comes to me and says, well, somebody wanted me to, in sixth period, wanted me to chunk these things in your class. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm just too grown up for that. Is that right, Charlie?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's too grown up for it.
Yeah, that's amazing, John. You wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Well, no, Charlie,
I've never done Judy.
He's way too immature.
He's way too mature for that. I wouldn't even do it.
do you think having more juniors in the class helps a little bit too, maybe?
And a senior.
And a senior, yeah. So it could be, that could be an element of it.
And probably because there's more girls in this class.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I grant you that. That's probably a factor. And for their age, are girls usually, on average, more mature than boys?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I may have Yeah, it does. If you don't put me off a wheel.
And then we, JD.
So what
That's it.
do 4 units, right?
Okay, choose somebody here for number 11.
4 units, right? And
Before that, we have
are you kidding me?
Emily, yes.
Are you really kidding me right now?
No, I know you got picked, but I had to repopulate the wheel.
That's not fair.
So you were the last of, one of the last of the recent groups, and you're still picked again. That's fine.
Okay, Bryson, I'll be over. Hey, Bryce. Bryce. I'm not talking like this.
Oh, we're on 11?
On 11, yeah.
Okay, I have it.
Okay, good, good.
Did.
All right, so what do you have, Emily? Appreciate you being ready.
I have that it's vertically compressed by a factor of 1/3.
I was on her.
Okay, she said it's vertically compressed by a factor of 1/3.
Yes.
Oh.
1/3. And that's one thing that I tell my calculus students, is try to get away from saying it. But we understand when she says it, we know what it means, right?
Yes.
Right. So can we just kind of stipulate that it equals what?
G of x. Gx is f of x. That's what it is. I don't know.
Right.
G of, okay, G of x is f of x.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying it is.
Okay.
So G of x is f of x vertically compressed by a factor of 1/3. Now we're good, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. No, I'm glad you said that because it keeps us, it's a detail that needs to be paid attention to. So I'm glad that's what you said. Okay, and then now we have these translated points, right? They want us to translate -1, -1. So what is that going to translate to?
-1. Here's -1 over 3. 2. 3. It's 3.
Okay, so
And then
that,
0, 0.
so then 0, 0 translates to become
0, 0.
0, 0. And then 1, 1 translates to become
1 and 1/3.
1, comma 1/3. Okay? All right, is everything good on that?
You say yes?
Yes.
Can't see it, Mr. Joe.
Oh, I covered up with the calculator here, hang on. Let me get that out of the way. Sorry about that. Is that better? You know what I did today? After fourth period, I put my writing pad down on my remote control for my projector. You know what it did? It turned the projector image upside down.
What?
So for fifth period class, I spent the beginning of fifth period class just figuring out how to set that right again, which I did.
Good job.
And the calculus students like to brief break on that. Want to be to figure that
Oh,
out.
not this one. This is the back page.
This one here?
Yeah.
All right, good job. Okay. Now, on these next couple, it so happened during sixth period I happened to pick Emma. Well, what has Emma been doing the last couple of weeks? She's been out, right? Says, I don't know, why you pick, like, how'd you pick on me? Well, I said, well, the thing about it is, what's being done here is the same thing that's been we've been doing since what? Since September, when we translated, I don't know if it was September or October, we started translating what? Quadratic functions, absolute value functions, it's the same thing, right? And what do you need to know for this? What is H, what function does H fulfill in this deal? What will H do in this deal here?
L-I-L-Y.
What is a feature of what H does? What does H do in this thing, in the translation process?
Translates left or right.
Okay, moves or translates the graphical function left or right. Thank you. See, it took a senior, right?
Yeah.
It takes a senior sometimes. And then K performs what feature? Up and down. Okay?
Up and down, yes.
And so if you just follow those two things, then 12 and 13 become pretty simple problems, right?
Yeah.
So what I want to do is I want to call on people for, and I give credit to 6th period people and Emma and others in 6th period because they were catching on, but that's what we try to do, catch on, right?
Y'all weren't even sure.
Okay.
Huh?
He did, he was my Valentine.
Hey.
Charlie.
He was my
You got it again?
So for number 12 we have Michelle. Michelle, have you ever heard anybody, you heard the Beatles song, Michelle?
Yesterday.
Well, that's a good song too, Yesterday.
You're all paid. What Beatles song? You have to.
Michel Marvin, ce sont les mots qui m'ont fait
Like French.
très bien.
As microphone.
That's a good song too. So you are you a Beatles music fan?
I know all the Beatles songs.
You know them? Okay, yeah. Well, those are some good ones you mentioned right there.
Hey Bryce, I think you get told, when have you not? Your question is, when have you not been told? What are you talking about now? What?
Okay, Michelle, what do you got for this on this one?
Did vertically compress?
Okay, which feature in this formula deals with vertical compression, right? This thing right here. Do we have anything, any number out here in front of here? So is there going to be any vertical compression or stretching? What is going to be happening here? That's what's...
Oh my gosh, you got catfish? Yeah. The same.
So what is going to go here? What is it to show?
What is going on here, Michelle?
I don't know what's going on. Find out. To the right and 3 units down.
Is it translated 4 units to the right?
Okay, 4 units to the right. Are you on board with that? Is that would be a translation 4 units to the right?
Yes.
Ash, is that right? Thought I heard some improper phone use going on. Sounded like it to me anyway. So we'll say a g of x is f of x translated 4 units to the right. And what else?
3 units down.
And 3 units down. So that's going to be, so this -1 is going to be translated to become, what do we do with this one? What do you do with this -1?
You add 4.
So add 4, -1 plus 4 is
3.
3. And then -1 minus 3,
Hold up, go get this care package from it.
-1 minus 3?
-1 minus 3,
-4?
4. And so you can just test, right? 4 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 units down, 1, 2, 3. So is that right?
Yes.
Okay, good. What is this 0, 0 going to do?
4 and 3.
Okay, just 4 or 3, right? 4, -3. Okay, and this 1, 1 is going to be
5 and 4.
That's
No.
exactly what it says.
That's
Look how
wrong.
big my finger.
5. 1 minus 3.
-2.
I'll go get like,
Does that sum it all up there?
Yes.
And what is that going to look like? Well, I'll show you. So we have,
Bryce, I don't know who that was. But it was not me.
so here are the reference points. Here's the original graph.
That's what I would do.
So we have this, we go 4 units to the right, 2, 3, 4, and 3 units down, 1, 2, 3. Does that match just fine? That looks good, doesn't it?
Not for me, for Bryce.
Okay,
Say no more.
go ahead and do number 13. I'll choose somebody for number 13 in a couple minutes.
I'm very happy. I'm sorry for being trouble. Well, hey, but that music was not me, that was Chelsea.
Okay, well,
Miss G, she said trying to pull this puppy dog. Miss G.
No.
It was definitely her.
okay, well, let's just, I'm ready to forget about it.
Forgive and
Yes, sir,
forget.
Mr. G, I will quit. I'll cut it out.
Right. I'm ready to forget about it.
Thank you. I'm slam this water.
Okay, Jaylee, you are number 13.
Okay, it translates 1 unit left and 2 units up.
Okay, so you'd say g of x,
Oh yeah, g of x is f of x. Yeah.
is f of x,
Not either.
translated. You said 1 unit left,
Yes. And 2 units up.
and 2 units up. And so what we'll do is we'll have -1 becomes,
Oh, what does that mean?
what is that going to be?
0,
1.
0.
Is it
Oh,
-2?
-2.
-2,
2, 1.
-2, 1, right? Yeah. And then 0, 0 becomes,
0, 0. -1. Oh.
Yeah, -1.
and finally we have 1, 1, it becomes 0, 3. And one thing I'm helped with too is after 6th period, it helps me remember that that's the right answer. So you're taking this thing right here, and you're taking it and you're moving it 1 unit to the left, 2 units up, so about here, right?
Are we turning in our packet, Mr. G?
Yeah, I think so, right? Because it's just, this is the last one, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. I want to do that. And the last thing I want to do after this is tell you what we're going to be doing, starting on tomorrow.
Flag, in the office, I'm not gonna know what it is.
All right, Charlie, you ready to help us with the papers? You ready to help us with the papers, Charlie?
I can, yeah.
All right, Charlie, do it.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, huh?
You say Charlie or Carly?
Charlie.
Okay.
Charlie.
My voice.
Okay, tomorrow we start on section 6.2, which is graphing polynomial functions. How do you sketch the graph polynomial function in intercept form? And we had a brief introduction to that yesterday in our SAT problem of the day, 7. Remember that? So here we have y equals x squared minus 6x plus 8, and an intercept form, and I call this, sometimes I'll call this factored form. So we're going to learn how to do that on section 6.2, which helps us understand more about other polynomial functions. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. All right? Questions? Okay, thank you, class. I appreciate everybody being called on, being willing to come and work this out. All who helped, which were many. Appreciate that.